What is up, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to the TheSlamDuncan YouTube channel. It was an exciting day yesterday for not just Bulls Nation, but for the entire NBA, as it was the NBA draft, but specifically for the Bulls. They drafted number 18 overall, Dalen Terry, guard out of University of Arizona. Exciting day. I'm very, very excited about this pick. I will say that I was wrong about the Bulls. I thought the Bulls were going to be looking to trade the 18th overall pick, but they decided to keep it, and I think they drafted a pretty good player at 18 overall. I'm very happy with it. I love what he has said already. I've already kind of looked into his profile a little bit, and we're just going to kind of go over some of my initial thoughts on Dalen Terry, kind of look at some video a little bit. I will be making a video or multiple videos on his highlights and kind of really reviewing the gameplay and really breaking down his film. But for this video, it's just kind of me just giving some initial thoughts as now the NBA draft is over. I want to talk about the Chicago Bulls and their pick. And obviously that is Dalen Terry. So before we get into it, I'll make sure you hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into this. I want to preface this video by saying that I am no expert. I do not watch college basketball. I did not watch University of Arizona. And honestly, I did not know who Dalen Terry was until he was selected by the Bulls. I was aware of his name, but I had no clue what type of player he was at all. So this is just kind of me doing a little bit of research, kind of looking at him a little bit. And I have to say that I'm very, very excited about this guy. As you can see here, this is Dalen Terry and the Bulls tweeting out that they picked him. So congratulations to Dalen Terry. Welcome to Chicago. I think you're going to fit right in. And I want to start off with what Mark Eversley had to say in his press conference after the draft, or maybe honestly during the draft. And he said that Eversley believes that he can bring versatility and switch positions 1 through 3. I 100% agree with that. I think Dalen Terry at 6'7", he is a little skinny. He is at 195, but that obviously can be worked on. But you're looking at a dude that is very, very lengthy, very versatile, and I automatically think on the defensive end, he can 100% guard 1 through 3. And eventually, I can definitely see him guarding some 4s. So I think he's a dude that can guard 1 through 4. Eversley envisions him as a guy that can run the floor in transition. We're going to talk about this in a little bit, but this is definitely one of those dudes that can absolutely dominate in transition. It fits the Bulls' play style that Billy Donovan wants to play perfectly. Eversley said he's a capable three-point shooter. This is definitely Terry's weakness, as he is not the greatest shooter. We'll get into the numbers a little bit here, and then side energy and vibe, which you definitely saw that if you watched Dalen Terry talk to the Bulls media after he was selected, as he definitely sounds like a very energetic dude. But the big thing that I got from listening to him talk is that he understands his role. He understands his strengths, he understands his weaknesses and what he needs to work on. But he also understands that it's a team game. One of the biggest things, or one of the biggest answers that I loved, is that Sam Smith kind of asked him, "So why didn't you score more than 8 points or average more than 8 points per game?" And Terry's like, "I passed the ball." That's just a perfect answer to that sort of question. So I'm very, very happy with his little press conference after he got selected. So this is a little screenshot or graphic by NBA Draft Dude. I loved this little graphic here, as it's a very short little synopsis of Dalen Terry. As you can see his stats here, as you can see, he is not a scorer. That is not what Dalen Terry is here to do. He is here to basically do everything but score the ball. And I am totally fine with that, as this team definitely needs more defense, more guys that go after loose balls, guys that can be able to cover the floor on the defensive end. That's what we need, and that's what Dalen Terry 100% brings to this team right off the bat. So one thing that I want to immediately point out is this. He has incredible touch, feel, and accuracy and anticipation on his passes. So one of the things that you're going to see with Dalen Terry, and you're going to see in the highlight films, is that he is a very versatile guy, because not only is he just a good defender, but when it comes to him handling the ball, he's actually pretty good with handling the ball. He's not a guy he's not going to be able to create his own shot, especially right off the bat. He's not going to be a dude you're going to run the pick and roll with, but when you give him the ball in that transition, he is going to make the right decision a lot of times. Like, he is going to be looking up court, seeing if anybody's open. If a teammate's open, he's going to give him the ball. He is a very, very good feel what the defense is going to do. So if it's a 2v1 fast break, he knows exactly what to do at the exact right time. And then the other part here is his shooting, which it says here that he shot 36% from 3-point line and then 73% from the free throw line. And that's definitely where we're kind of looking at with Terry as his weakness. The 3-point shot was definitely in limited attempts. I believe he only shot 77 threes. Maybe it was 78 threes, so it's not a lot, but it's a pretty decent percentage, and this is something that I can definitely see him getting much better at, specifically the corner three. So if that's, his only weakness, as a guy that I kind of see as becoming a 3-and-D type guy that not only just plays defense, but does all the other things as well besides be a shot creator, I think this is perfect, man. I think if he just needs to work on his 3-point shot, that's great. We don't have to worry about much else. So I'm very, very happy about that. As you can see here, his pros is playmaking, energy, size. I'm going to add defense into that category. His cons is shooting, which we just talked about, and self-creation, which is something that we do not have to worry about at all. He's not a guy that is supposed to create his own shot. He's supposed to go out there, defend multiple guys, and shoot the 3-ball, right? We do not want him to be looking to create his own shot because that's not what he's going to do. So looking at the profile at NBADraft.net, it says point guard / shooting guard. I'm already going to say it right now, he's going to be a wing for this Bulls team. A lot of people are kind of like, well, we already have so many point guards. Where does he fit? First off, I'm going to consider Caruso more of a 2 anyway, so that kind of already stops that logjam at point guard. So Lonzo, I don't know about his knee, but I think this is actually pretty good insurance in case his knee is not where it needs to be. And I have Io as being our backup point guard of the future and potentially starting point guard down the line. So I think the point guard position, you're just mostly going to see... Oh, sorry, that's my water. You're mostly just going to see Lonzo and Io take care of the point guard spot. At the 2, obviously, you have Levine, right? And then I think the backup is Caruso, because I see Caruso more as like a wing-type defender, even though he's 6'4", but we saw Caruso play power forward last season. So I think Dalen Terry, honestly, he slides in at that 3 position, or maybe third string shooting guard, but I really see him as just being a straight up just small forward / shooting guard in this league that can handle the ball and be a very, very good defender. And this is something that I think people don't understand. It's AK has talked about that how much he emphasizes multiple ball handlers. That's the reason why DeRozan was so important, because he adds another ball handler to this team. Dalen Terry, even though he won't be playing point guard, in my opinion, he will definitely have chances to handle the ball and initiate the offense. But most importantly, he's able to get the ball off the defensive rebound or get it off a steal and push it himself. That's what AK really wants, and that's what you get in Dalen Terry. He is very capable of just getting that ball, pushing it down in transition, and making the right play, whether that's him scoring or passing it off and getting an easy bucket. So, big thing here is this. I love looking at this right here. Intangibles is at an 8. That's very good. The lowest thing that you see here is a 6 in his profile, which is strength and NBA ready. That to me just says that he's just raw, right? He's not fully 100% NBA built, but his athleticism, his jump, and his explosiveness off his jump, it is something to see. So I'm very, very happy to see that. Also, his length is off the charts. Just looking at very quickly here, as you see, he's not a scorer, as I talked about, but 1.2 steals per game, 4 assists per game, about 5 rebounds per game. So a 3-and-D guy that kind of does basically everything besides, obviously create his own shot. And this is the 3-point percentage on only 2 attempts per game. So you want to see that be higher, and obviously you hope that percentage goes up later down the road. But the good thing is this, 57% from 2-point land, and 50% overall from the field. That's good. That's really, really solid, especially from a sophomore that only weighs 195 pounds. Strength, you can definitely go look through this, but the biggest thing I want to talk about right now is this. Just look at the measurements when it comes to Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry, 7-foot wingspan. He is only 195 pounds, but the biggest thing that I'm looking at right now is this. Dalen Terry, it says point guard, shooting guard. I'm just going to say, wing, okay? He has an 8'10" standing reach as a perimeter player. That 100% plays in today's NBA game. No doubt about it. 8'10" standing reach. That is insane. So I am very happy with that. And, a lot of people, I think, were kind of looking at, versatility, length, size, etc. When it comes to the Bulls in this draft. But at the end of the day, I think they just went with best player overall, which I always go with over fit. And to all the people that still, for some reason, want them to pick E.J. Liddell, I said I was one of those people. I wanted E.J. Liddell at 18, but clearly there was something wrong with him. He fell to 41. So don't be upset that we didn't pick him, because clearly there's something wrong with him. I know people wanted to go out, trade for a second-round pick and potentially get him, but I think there is something wrong, and we just don't know about it. I know a lot of people were upset with Dalen Terry initially because they had no clue who he was, and they're like, what the heck? I saw him projected to go second round or later first round. We don't know what happens behind the scenes. We don't know whose stock is rising, whose stock is falling. Clearly, Terry's stock was rising, and he had a great workout with the Bulls. AK has been studying this guy since the preseason of Arizona basketball. He's been very much in contact with Terry, and I think the Bulls know exactly what they're getting out of him, and I think Terry knows exactly what type of player he is, so I'm very happy about that. So, let's just look at a few things here. First off, I do want to kind of show him covering ground, because this is something that I think is huge for this Bulls team, because we talked about, it's not necessarily help defense, because it's not necessarily a guy that's driving into the paint, the big man has come over. We're talking about on strong side of the defense with the ball, how do you help and crowd that initial point of attack defender and help crowd the ball handler? And this is something that I think immediately just jumps off the bat right here. This is phenomenal. And with Terry's length, obviously 7-foot wingspan, right? This is something that he can do all the time. And right here, he just basically just strips the ball from the ball handler and they're off to the races. Right here, this is the reason why I think that he can actually play the 4 position at some point in the NBA. Definitely not now, but later down the line, is that you see this is Terry right here. He is, he's on the weak side. The big man has to come over and help the point of attack defender. Terry then has to come over and slide help the helper, right? And you see here, this is the biggest guy on the court for Stanford, and Terry is basically shutting him down. You're not getting the ball. I have you handled right here in the paint. There's no passing lane, right? And with Terry's, standing reach, there's no way he can pass that ball over his head. So he blocks out the big man here, has the strength to do it, and then he is able to jump out, get into the passing lane, and cut off the corner pass and steal it, and they're off to the races. So that is just awesome to see here. Right here, again, just simple in the passing lanes. This is something you're definitely going to see, especially with his wingspan. He is definitely going to get out there in the passing lanes. Now, let's talk about recovery on defense, right? This is an Iverson type cut. So you see, this is Terry right here. He's guarding number 3. And you see here, he gets pretty good flare screen right here. So he has gotten separated from his man. They throw it up here into the pinch post, and now his man right here is cutting hard towards the rim, pretty much open, right? But Terry is able to recover, and his man doesn't even touch the ball. He gets the ball, gets in the passing lane, is able to swipe at it, and again, they're off to the races. So it's that type of stuff that gets me excited, because we didn't see a lot of that with this Bulls team, right? Besides Lonzo and Caruso, there wasn't much more of that. Guys that can really recover, even if they get screened, guys that can jump out into the passing lanes, and help recover and jump out and then just go off to the races. That's phenomenal to see. Again, just passing lanes right here. His wingspan, man, is just incredible, and that's definitely going to play in the NBA. So I can't wait to see that. Here's a block shot, just simple block shot here. And then again, wingspan, and this is just off to the races again. I do want to show a little bit of him in transition, because I think this is something that is very important. Again, AK wants multiple ball handlers. He wants whoever gets the ball off the defensive possession just to push it down the court and just go. And right here, this is one of the biggest things that I'm looking at when it comes to a guy that it handles the ball in transition is look up. look up and see who's open. And right now, he sees immediately, right when he passes half court, that his big man down low in the paint is wide open and there's nobody guarding him. Able to find him on a really good pass, easy layup, right? Again, defense, as you see right here, off to the races. And then this is something that for some reason some people just don't know how to do well in the NBA. Is just a 2v1 simple fast break. But you see that Terry understands what to do. He has a great feel of how the defense is going to guard him. He makes this guy basically commit and easy layup, right? He just doesn't play around with it. He understands what if the defense does this thing, he knows how to counter it, and that's just awesome to see. So just simple little highlights like that is also really good, and it's definitely one of the strengths for Dalen Terry. So overall, man, I'm pretty happy about this pick. Again, I was wrong. I thought the Bulls were going to potentially trade this pick. I definitely thought they would make the pick, whether that be in the first round or second round, or trade for a pick. But in the end, they decided just to keep their 18th overall pick and selected Dalen Terry out of University of Arizona. I'm happy he's here. Congratulations to him. And I can't wait to see him play in Summer League and for the Chicago Bulls for this upcoming season. So again, I will be doing a breakdown of his his film in other videos as I, become more accustomed to him, learn about him. And I'll be doing that on his offense and his defense. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Congratulations to Dalen Terry. Make sure you hit that like button if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.